Hello. Hello, everybody. How are you? Oh, I have been, yeah, just what we need to do. See all my mess. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Oh, wow. There's 6 people here already. And I didn't even comb my hair. I did at 4:30 this morning or 5. And it's quite a mess. You're welcome. Okay. I have a list. Don't worry, there's not a lot on it. Linda's here. Hello, Linda. Hello, everybody. All right. I thought I would get more of done. I have been working madly since I got home because I had a bright idea while I was at work. Um, we all know what goes on with those, my bright ideas. So I don't know if, well, I guess I should talk about the other things first, get them out of the way. So last weekend was the Stitch Social, the last one of 2025. That's crazy. I know it's almost the end of the year. Barely a month left. Wow. Um, and what a year it's been. I'm already thinking about that. Some things that I wanted to do, like little goals. I didn't tell you guys about them. I don't think I did. Goals that I set for myself, and yeah, not all of them worked. You know how it goes. Anyway, and I don't think I told you guys, this is my 7th year on YouTube having this channel. And you're saying, really? Shari, 7 years? And that is all the subscribers you have? I was actually really hoping to go to 1,000 subscribers this year. And then after that, I'm not really worried about it. But I did want to monetize my channel this year. And it is so close. But I guess we'll have to wait till next year. Because then you have to start all over again in January. Like all your hours go to 0. So you get started all over. So my hours are halfway there, and my subscribers, which have steadily been growing, and thank you very much. Considering I'm not consistent on you, I am with my lives, but not with regular videos, which I think would help. And plus, I don't do what everybody else does, and that may be a hindrance because sometimes you do have to do what other people do. I don't always do that. So anyway, I leading into that, I got a Christmas card today in the mail, which I was very surprised. From Tina in New York. It's a Snoopy card. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but she just wrote something funny in here that struck me funny. She said, "Love the vlogs. Thank God Remy has 9 lives." Roof, another cat, is what she's referring to. I thought that was funny. Yeah, so it's nice to know that people do like the vlogs. I know a lot of you do, but yeah, so that was nice. Thank you, Tina. I needed to hear that. Thank you. Um, so yeah, so that was a nice little surprise today. So the Stitch Social, I was surprised at that as well. I received several presents. Um, I think 4 presents actually. So yeah, it was. I wasn't expecting it at all. Not even a little. Because I'm just glad people go to them. Um, yeah, so Cindy was saying that she had a good time at the Stitch Social. We played some games, which were, I think everybody had a good time. Played the memory game, started with that one, where you show something for 30 seconds and you have to remember to write them all down. What else? We did a bingo game, which was a bit of a disaster because there was like 5 people at once, so that messed up my prize thing a little bit. I didn't plan that one very well. I didn't think it through, I guess. But it still worked. I think I would change the way I'd play that game though next time. Like sewing bingo, it was like a series of questions and you just had to, well, it's just like bingo, but it didn't have, anyway, I think I'll just change it. If I do it again and we played snowball toss, which was pretty funny. And what was the other game? Oh, the story, left and right. The left and right game. You read a story, and every time you say left, you pass the present left. So everybody got a present at the Stitch Social. And some people got more than one, depending on what game they won. And there was a guessing game, a jar of guess how many Christmas baubles were in the jar. And there were little pom-poms in there too. What else? And a trivia game. So I guess there was quite a few games. Nobody had a lot of time to sew, but everybody got a chance to chat, and yeah, it was kind of fun. It was fun. Did I remember to film any of it? No. I sort of panicked at the end, said I got to take a picture. So I took a picture of everybody and they held up one of their prizes. So that's what I posted on Instagram. Giselle is here. Hi, Giselle. She says happy Friday. Linda says, hi, Sherry, and I see you. Another Friday night, and she has snow. It's just really cold here. It was because it's windy. So with the wind chill, it's, I don't know, it's -10 out right now, but with the wind chill, it's like -20 something. I guess. I don't know. I haven't checked. I'm not going outside. It was like -16 or something this morning. It's really cold. We did have snow. We had a little storm, but it mostly rained, like it snowed and then rain. It just made your drive to work incredibly awkward. Or treacherous, I guess. Very slippery. Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Welcome. Edna's here. Hello, Edna. And she says hi to everybody. Linda says, snow here this week. Yeah. Yes, we get a little bit of snow. Some people get more than others, depending on where you lived. So I think that was all. Yeah, I thought I should mention that the YouTube anniversary for this channel is November. I can't remember the date now. It was a little while ago. About a month ago, I guess. 7 years, that's a long time. I really need to pick up my game. So I wanted to show you the difference. I didn't do a very good job. So this is Text 35 from Wonderful. And it's like a woolly, you can see the thread up here is thicker than regular thread. Here's one. So this is this going to work? This is regular sewing thread. Does it look different? Not really. But this is if you really work at it, it's woolly on the. It's made up of a bunch of fibers. And you use it in your serger. To use it on your regular sewing machine, you would have a hard time because it does come apart. Like it's woolly. So you use it in the loopers of your serger. So you can, so this is what the difference is. Let's see if we can bring it in close. So I didn't adjust the tensions or anything. I just kind of grabbed a scrap of t-shirt fabric. So you can see, I know it's a different color, but I just did that so you could see the difference. So it fills in the holes better than this one does. This is just regular all-purpose thread. And then, so if you were doing a rolled hem or something, it would really, it would make a big difference. You can still just use regular serger thread, but it's softer, and it does feel softer. This, I'm actually surprised because I never noticed that before. I've never really used it before, but that looks nice. So I got that thread in specifically because it matches, of course, in the other room, uh, the latest words rib knit that I have. It's like tie-dyed looking, and it has a lot of these colors in it. So I think that will look nice with a fluted hem edge on a t-shirt I plan on making. So anyway, so that is the difference. Hopefully you're not looking at it going saying, I don't see a difference. Like that's just your regular serge stitch. I didn't adjust it or anything. It looks good. And it does, there is a bit of a, I guess I don't feel seams, so I didn't notice. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I haven't used my serger for a while, so I was kind of worried I did that just before I came on here. Oh, what am I missing? Susan's here. Hello, Susan. Oh no. Susan's power is blinking in and out. Yes, power went out here in some places the other day. I believe because of our storm, we had a wet and wild. Yeah, it was pretty windy all day today, but I think it's died down now. So hopefully it's a full moon playing madness with us. Lucy says she likes working with woolly thread. Yes. So what was I doing? Okay, so okay. I guess I can't really do this now. So I've been madly trying to cut something out, and I was overly ambitious to think that I would get it all cut out before, and some of it sewn together. So I guess you'll have to wait till next week or something. Anyway, all right. So I don't know if you've seen it. I think it just came out today, actually, or maybe yesterday. The Pecan Patchwork Bag by Mood. It's a free pattern. So I'm reading something that I don't know what it was. Okay. So yes, so that's bag. It's patchwork bag. They tell you what to cut out. It's quite big, actually. Has 4,000 pieces. So it's kind of nice. They give you a cutting chart. So you could literally, like when you're figuring out what, you could put your color here so you don't ruin the sheet if you don't want to print it out a whole bunch of times. Like every time you make the bag, you could just put a color here, like a marker dot, so you know what color you want each thing. And also, I think the computer, oh no, here it is. In your, when you're cutting out your pattern pieces, you also have this. So they give you lots of diagrams, which is really good. It's free pattern, so you can't ask for everything. But they do give you a lot of things. And that right there would put me off of making it. Anyway, I thought I'm just going to dive in and just do it. So I have some of this cut out and most of this. I just ran out of time and realized I'm missing, I didn't get number 7 cut out. But anyway, and even the bottom is patchwork of the bag. So I thought I'll use scrap denim to try and make one. Now, I must say the one that Mood made is really nice. They kind of used a grungy kind of cotton. It's like marbled, sort of like, I think it's called painted something. Anyway, it looks really nice. And they used fall colors, I think, to make theirs. So I just have scrap denim of all different. Oh, I don't want to mix these up too much because I'm trying to keep this all straight. So I just have, I'm not doing a very good job showing you this. Okay, so I have different blues. And then yes, this has a print on it. So that will be in the bottom on the middle, I guess. I didn't put a lot of thought into it because I thought if I do that, I'll be 100 years cutting this out. Just do it already. And I did read over the instructions. They don't put, I don't think, I did a quick read through of the instructions, like, because they're online, you can't print them off. I think you have to use a QR code to print them off, but you can just look at them online. So I went down to see how they sewed it together. And it's the same idea as sewing a quilt block together. It's pretty intuitive, actually, when you look at this sheet. So you would do 5 and 6 together, and you would do 3 and 4 together, and then probably 1 and 2, and then sew your 7 on to this, and then sew this to this, and then sew this section to this. I'm doing really bad. It's hard to do in the camera because everything's backwards, but yes, it's quite a bit. So this is the bottom of the bag. Now you could always not do that part and just use the lining piece. This is the lining for the inside, and this is the strap piece. Is also pieced together. And then as you can see down at the bottom, there's the lining strap and the bottom of the bag. So when you look at the picture, it really doesn't look like a rectangular bottom bag. It just looks rounded. So that'll help it make it bigger. So there's no inside pocket that I noticed. Well, it's not on the pattern if there is one. And I don't believe there's any type of interfacing in the bag. So I think I will probably quilt mine a little bit. Not overly. I'll probably stitch in the ditch or something like that. Because pieces are quite big. Like this is one piece. Where are we? See, I already have things mixed up. What's that off of? Okay. There's so many pieces, I don't want to get them all messed up. And I did already. So that's a small piece. I know. What's happening? Okay. Probably helpful if I show you. So this is the base of the lining. I think it measures, do I remember correctly, 15? This measures 16. So that would be about right. It's around 15. And they do give you a 1/2 inch seam allowance to this. So what's this off of? So I have enough of these cut out. I took pins out because I was going to start sewing stuff together, and I'm missing pattern pieces already. I don't want to cut them out again. Okay, so yeah, that's another piece. Let's put that with you. Goodness. I really do have a mess here. Susan says, oh, that's nice. Yeah, so I thought that I would work on that. I was going to work on mini stockings is what I was going to do. But I thought, this is kind of nice. I like this. And I thought it would be fun to make it up and see what it looks like and show you guys. Because it would make a nice present for somebody. Do it in their favorite colors, or maybe they have a favorite hockey team. You could do favorite colors for that or something. Anyway, I thought you could always give that to a friend for Christmas as well. For a gift. Because everybody has kind of gifts on the brain. Or you can make it for yourself and say, I'm not making anything for anybody else. It's all about me this year. You could do that. So I still have to cut out this one. And I need 2 more pieces of this and this. And that's just for the front. I still have to, I think I only have a few pieces for the strap. Yeah, there's a lot of pieces going on here. The mini stockings are good to put gift cards in. I've made them on here before, and I was going to make a little baby, like a actual stocking. I think they're in my Christmas series, actually. They're right over there, and I can't reach them. I don't think I can jump over all this stuff. And plus, I was working on a scissor keeper thing. Okay, I'm going to have to get up. I'm going to leave you just for a second. I'm going to go 2 steps up. Ouch! Oh. This chair slides underneath the table, and there's a drawer in it, and I'm constantly banging it. You can make it memory style bag using denim for jeans of a loved one. Yes, that's a good idea, Cindy. You could do that as well. So, see, this has been sitting near my table for a while, and I made these one year. It's like a boot, and I was trying to make them as big as a Christmas. I think that was the original size. And I made them a little bit bigger, and then I don't like this one. Oh, this one's finished. But he blew a hole in his boot. And when I don't like something, I abandon it. Now, I could fix that, I think. Or can I? I don't know. Anyway, so I made those one year and I wanted to revisit this pattern and change it up a little bit. That was my other plan. I was going to make an actual stocking and not a boot. That's what I was going to do. And I kind of wanted to finish these instead of them sitting here, because when Christmas is over, I won't want to do them. So that was an abandoned project that caught my eye, and I thought I should try and finish that. So maybe next week. Ooh, I really banged my hand. Okay, and then the other thing I was doing, I did this. I was going to make these for gifts for my Stitch social people. Oh, what have I done? Oh, yes. Okay. No. Okay. I see now. This is what happens when you set something down. All right. Scissors. So I actually literally made this pattern. I know, not hard. I originally had this on the top, so when you put your scissors in, I didn't test these ones. The ribbons to tie them so they don't fall out. In case they do fall, put these scissors in here. There, those ones fit better. Anyway, so your scissors would slide underneath that. But this isn't quite big enough for those scissors, as you can see. So I had to make it longer. So that's why I was looking at the so, and then you can throw them in a bag and you don't have to worry about your scissors getting caught on anything, and the ribbons just to tie that in place so it doesn't go flying. I don't know if I like the ribbons either, but yeah, so that was my thought. So my pattern, I've added, that's what this is, an old calendar I'm using to make that. So I just need to make it a little bit longer. But I couldn't find a pattern for scissor keepers that I actually liked. So now I think I have to change this pattern piece because now it's too small. As you can see. Susan is making bowl cozies as gifts. Yes, yes. Hopefully, Christy gets on here and tells us how her sale went last week. Yes. Yes, bowl cozies are not my favorite thing to make either, Susan. I I don't know why. I just find them not fun to make for some reason. I make lots of things that aren't fun, but I don't know. Bowl cozies annoy me. So yeah, so I have to fix that up. I like to actually finish that little pattern so I can have that done. I'm trying to finish the projects I start. Laugh, I know, it's hilarious. Well, I thought the scissor holder would be good for a gift for Stitch Social people because, well, I have a vinyl bag. Well, actually, I don't use mine vinyl bag because I usually have a basket of stuff. But I think if you have a vinyl bag to put your scissors in, this would be a good thing to throw in so they don't go through the vinyl or damage your project. Like if they were loose, you don't want them opening on you or poking a hole in something. So for somebody who sews, that would be a good idea. So it's very simple. That's where I started, you know. And then now I just need to make it a little bigger. But I like the idea of it having a pocket first. Because normally you always need at least like small scissors or snips, because snips would fit in the small pocket. Do I have a pair of snips? Let's test that theory. Do I have a pair? I never am able to keep the little cover for these. My cat likes that because for the longest time, I had it pinned to my pin cushion on my industrial, like on the pin cushion, like the cover that comes with your snips that goes over, keeps them closed because they're quite sharp. Nope. Anyway, these are quite big snips, but they do sort of fit in there. Most people have those other ones. But I thought, yes, I don't know if I like the ribbons. These are rather annoying. Where's the other scissors I had? I've already lost them. Oh, put them back. Imagine. Imagine that. I forget how I tied these on here. Oh. Well, you could just tie them. That's not how I did it before. Oop. It's just so if they don't go too far away from your keeper, I guess. So, those are the things that I've been puttering around on. And then, of course, I don't know, I just saw that pattern today and I really liked it. I thought it looked like a project you could sink your teeth into. Now, I'm definitely going to add some padding and I'll probably interface the lining, perhaps. I think I will. Just to make the bag a little bit more sturdy, and I'll probably add a thicker interfacing to the bottom of the bag, just so it'll stand up a little bit better. Now, I noticed in the picture, which is really nice, but the handle looks, I don't think they top stitched around the handle of the bag by the look of it. I don't know. Oh, there's Oh, I don't think they top stitch around here. It looks a lot thicker on the picture of the made one. So I don't think they top stitched around the inside of that. And I assume that this strap is like folded and sewn. That's why it looks like that. But theirs didn't look like that in the picture. It just looked loose. So I mean, you could obviously do whatever you'd like, but anyway, all the measurements are right on here. 15 by 14 and then 10. Yeah, so the measurements are already on there. They're calling it a Thanksgiving project. So maybe it came out last week. I just noticed it today. It's the first time I seen it. So Linda has snow. How about you, Lucy? Is there snow and cold where you're at? I know Susan is in Newfoundland, I think, so she's getting lots of wind. And it's probably freezing cold. Everybody's being very quiet tonight. Everybody's sleepy. I will tell you this. I didn't get a lot done this week because I'm just beat when I get home. I was in bed twice this week, well before my bedtime. I usually go to bed at 10. I would like to go to bed sooner. And yeah, just been really tired, wore out. So I think one night I went to bed at 8 o'clock, which is really early for me. Anyway, and I think the last night I went to bed at 9 or something, which is, I usually try and go to bed at 9, but it takes me an hour to get there. Because I think of 20 other things I need to do before I get to bed. So that's what I'm working on. I'm kind of excited to see how this bag goes together and to see if it looks good made of scrappy denim. Might be nice to try some fabrics that I have in my shop, see what they look like. Anyway, I have lots of ideas. It'd be nice to make a couple anyway. See how they work. Cindy is already falling asleep. Oh. Giselle sent me a photo. Do I even have my phone down here? Do I? No. I thought I did. Yes, I do. I just can't see it. It's buried under these 1001 pieces of, because I had an alarm go off here. I do try and pay attention to the time. Oh, I can't even reach my phone. All right. Oh. Yes, the bag is lined, Susan. I guess I didn't look at my, I see there, I have an email from Giselle. Yay. Okay, Cindy's going to like seeing this because she just has A grandbaby. Oh, that's so cute. All right, this is a doll bed though, but cute. So there's a blanket, and she's saying it's a mattress. It's like a little quilt on there on the doll. That's cute little doll um, bed, crib. Oh, so cute. Oh, it's so tiny because she has it sitting on her cut mat. Isn't that cute? That is really cute. On focus. It's so cute and adorable. Where did you get the little doll bed, Giselle? There's one more photo. The pillow is adorable. Isn't that cute? That is super cute and pretty fabrics. There. So cute. That's a lot of work. Even though it's tiny, it still takes a long time to do. Yes, tell us where you got the little doll bed. That's really cute. Cha-cha-cha. I'm glad you said about that you sent the photo because I didn't hear. I was busy doing all this stuff, so I probably didn't hear it. Thank you for that, Giselle. It's really cute. Um, Susan says she's quiet because she's knitting. Her fingers aren't available. What are you knitting, Susan? Tell us if you can. I know Cindy is doing lots of knitting as well. And I actually have some yarn to. Oh, is anybody watching Game of Wool? I have a couple balls of yarn to make a scarf, but I'll be crocheting because I'm not a knitter. I kind of know how to knit, but I find it very awkward and weird to do. I I can crochet. I can't follow a pattern though. So I have lots of learning, but I know quite a few stitches. I can do the stitches. I just if I printed something off of Ravelry, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be lost. Um oh, she's still knitting the dress that she mentioned last week. Very nice. Um oh, she's not sure where she got the crib, but it is plastic. Yeah, it's just really cute, and I figured somebody would want to know where you got it because people might think that's a nice thing to make for a granddaughter or for a little one for a Christmas present or even for next year. Have a little cute doll bed. Susan just heard her garbage can blow down the street. She has to go get it. And that is windy for sure. Yes, everything here is creaking and cracking because it's so cold out because it was, I don't know, big old +3 the other day. And then the next day it was minus whatever crazy amount of coldness that it is. It's very because of the wind. But yeah, it's been very cold and windy. Well, I don't have much else going on, and it seems like everybody's sleepy tonight. I know I am. And I am looking forward to making this bag, and I hope I'm able to finish it this weekend so I can show you a picture of it done. That way you will know if it's something you might want to make. Cindy says, yes, the feel like temperature last night was -26. Okay, that's madness. And yeah, I think the news was saying when I went to work this morning, it was, I don't know, minus, I don't know what, it was crazy. Crazy cold. I had gloves on, had my hands in my pockets of my coat, and when I walked, I'd have to walk from the parking lot into the building. It's a bit of a walk, but not crazy. And my hands were freezing. So, oh, Giselle said her husband spent hours blowing snow this afternoon. See, this is the type of weather where you need to be curled up inside, cozy, knitting or needlepoint or cross stitch or English paper piecing or what have you, or sewing. Yes, this is the time of year to be inside when it's that cold and snowy. Not safe to go anywhere in the bad weather. All right. Well, I hope you all have a great weekend. Stay warm. And I will see you again soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. Night.